Hey all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for some more Starcraft 2 action. We've got a 4v4 here on Deadlock Ridge with Contrarian up here in the north as the pink Protoss. Also up in the north we have Dunamai as the green Zerg. Over here on the east side of the map we have Mike as the orange Protoss, and with him is Spartan the yellow Terran. Their opponents starting here on the south side of the map. We have the teal Zerg, Blackhawk. We have the purple Protoss Gula. Over here on the west side of the map, we've got PF Cheese, the blue Terran, and if he does not do a planetary fortress rush, then he's going to have to change his name because it's just unacceptable if he doesn't. And finally, rounding out the opponents is Data Crasher, the red Protoss. And it looks like they're getting ready to expo. Or they're just planning out their expos. They've got these nice little 3 bases here tucked in the back. A little hard to defend, but, you know, there's 2 ways in, so, you know, one side's probably going to be safe during an attack. Plus, you can kind of put some defensive stuff back here. You know, like tanks. Tanks are great back here because they can hit both sides, and they're pretty much defended pretty good. And it looks like Dunamai is going to be going for an early expansion here on, looks to be about 15... he's going to build some minerals for that, and we've got just a standard gateway here coming from Contrarian. It looks like Spartan and Mike are going to be doing a wall off of their rather wide ramp. Will that pay off? I don't know, but we've got a probe out here for Gula, and you always... Why is it always the probes that scout? It's always the probes that scout. You almost never see an SCV or a drone scout, so you always think, oh, perhaps there's going to be a... there's going to be a cannon rush or some sort of proxy pylon. It's always the and here comes the pylon. And Dunamai did spot the probe. He pings where he thought it was, so they do know something's going to be here. Are they going to be able to spot it in time? And does he have a forge? He does have a forge ready. As soon as this pylon goes down, he's going to be able to start dropping cannons. Oh, and it's Contrarian going to be too late. He's going to spot the probe. He's going to try to take it out, and oh, down goes the first cannon. They're going to get something on that really quick. And here comes a bunch of probes from Contrarian. They're going to start trying to focus on that cannon, but they got to get on that probe. He's dropping on a pylon. I'm not sure what that's about. He's going to cancel the cannon. I don't know what that's about, but you need to get somebody on that probe. As long as that probe's here, he can drop as many things as he wants. And here comes another cannon, and they're going to try to work that down. Here comes the first zealot here, Contrarian, and this probe is just running around. I don't know why they're focusing everything. You need to get someone chasing on that probe, and they're going to try to focus down that cannon. But as long as that probe's alive, he's going to drop another pylon up here, and the cannon's going to get canceled. And they're going to try to take down that pylon, but now they get this pylon here, and he's going to pull up more probes to chase away that one little probe and finally get a probe. Oh, they finally got him trapped, and that's going to go down. He's going to cancel that pylon. That pylon is probably going to go get canceled. It looks like that pylon does go down, and that one is going to get canceled. So they stopped it. They stopped it. He may have committed too many probes and didn't quite prioritize his targets, but they did stop it. And at the same time, Gula is going to lose a lot of resources from that. Several canceled buildings and a couple of lost pylons. It's not free. That's already 600 mineral losses. Unless there's some bug and all those canceled buildings count full price. I'm not sure. I'm not really going to sit here and do the math right now. So he's going to try to... Yeah, he's going to throw down a bunch of cannons now because he's really like... That was my ace in the hole, guys. I got nothing now. So he's going to try to get up some defenses right now because once you go for a cannon rush, what are you going to do next? But still, an excellent defense. So many of our games have ended in cannon rushes. It's nice to see them stop. And we're going to get that creep spread started here from Dunamai. He does have his expansion up. And what are the other allies? While that cannon rush was going down, Blackhawk has no pool. He's double gassing and no pool. He is double gassing and no pool with 500 minerals. Okay. And he's now supply blocked, so there's really nothing to stop him from... I don't know what he's doing. We got Data Crash here. Looks like he's going for standard gateway. Ooh, already got his Twilight Council up, so is he going to be going for Templar Tech? And a Forge up. Oh, wait, what's got here? Oh, yeah, the cannon's cheese didn't work, so let's go DTs, of course. Why not? I mean... Why wouldn't you go DTs after a failed cannon rush? And it looks like I got some standard marines coming out here from PF Cheese. I do not see a planetary, and that is disappointing. I don't even see an engineering bay. And what do we got? Data Crusher is, I don't know. Oh, he's probably trying to expand, but he's probably trying to go out to his expansion, but he's kind of blocked in. And Gula is expanding, and Blackhawk is expanding, and still has no spawning pool. He has 900 minerals, 500 gas, and no spawning pool. And oh, Dunamai spotted the Dark Shrine. Oh, that's right. He's got an Overseer, so he was probably dropped a Changeling in there. Yep, there's that Changeling, and so he knows the DTs are here, and the DTs are coming. Are they going to be ready for this? What kind of detection do they have? There is a Spore here, and there are no cannons here, and oh, they're crossing the center of the map, and what do we got here? He doesn't have a Forge, but is he trying to get on Observer? He is trying to get on Observer, so they're desperately trying to prepare for this. The DTs are coming in. They're going to get the detection up in time. Where the DT is going to go with their decision-making here could be absolutely crucial to whether or not this succeeds or fails. And they're going to check the expansion. There's nothing there, and they're going to move in. And oh, he gets in range of the... He got in range of detection, and then they ran away. But they are going to go after the Queen. It looks like they are going to get the Queen. But one DT is going to go down. He's going to try to focus down the Spore, but he's getting himself poked to death. And the drones are even getting in on the action. And that Spore is still up and running. So... Cheese averted, and 3 more DTs are like, oh, 4 more DTs are like, we just got a report from what happened to our brothers. We're gonna become Archons. Sure, why not? And still the Changeling is seeing everything that's going on here. Here comes some more DTs from Data Crasher, who, is he gonna go for a couple more Archons? Yeah, he's gonna go for the Archons. I don't disagree with this. The DTs failed. Might as well use it for something. You can throw some DTs in later, and they can do a lot of stuff if they're not properly detected. But it's going to be hard pressed. They got Stalkers, Immortals. Immortals don't really have much in the way of targets here yet. Not good against Marines or against Archons. Some Roaches from Dunamai, pretty good against both units. So it looks like they're building up for another attack, just Marines and Archons. And did we ever get a Blackhawk ever get a spawning pool? No. I think Blackhawk is just feeding. Must be just feeding resources because he's not built anything whatsoever. Yeah, and we're gonna get a ping here. I don't know if it must have been from his Changeling or maybe it was just kind of a delay from Changeling. And we're getting a bunch of sentries here from Gula. That's an interesting choice. And the Archons are moving in. We're gonna get a forward pylon here for Gula. Oh, and they're gonna run into these Stalkers and some Marines in the back. And a couple of force fields go up. I'm not really sure what the purpose of those force fields was. Are they trying to push the Marines back? I don't know. Pretty big concave here. The Roaches are going to come in. The Archons are gone. And it's now just these Marines and these sentries, which are just throwing down force fields for no apparent purpose. And more force fields. Yeah, you just push more units towards you. And all the... Oh, man, what a devastating attack. Here comes some more DTs, but there are some observers here in the mix, and those DTs are going to do absolutely nothing. And they're in full retreat now. They just got some Stalkers and a Sentry, not going to hold up against any of this at all. And those pylons are going to go down, so push back again. They are having no nonsense this game. They are seeing everything, and they are responding. Cannon Rush, don't even try it. DTs, psh, please. And then a big push with Archon's Marine Sentry. Not in my Deadlock Ridge. And Dunamai looks like he's still getting some good scouting with his Overseer. And oh, these poor Marines! Oh, a couple of them are going to die right away, and another one goes down. And oh, they're going to get one more. They are going to get one more, but now they got cannons up, so you got to be very, very careful. You don't want to push this line with the cannons there. It could be devastating. And oh, that Roach is not. Oh, he kind of got pulled out there. You gotta keep an eye on your units. No, don't send the Roaches. Don't send the Roaches. And meanwhile, it looks like Contrarian's going to be busting down those rocks. He's going to scout for expansions over here. There aren't any yet, so he's going to be sadly disappointed. But we got plenty of excitement going on here in the center. A bit of a standoff right now. We got +1 Stalkers and tanks against well, just some Stalkers, an Immortal, and some Roaches. Oh, there's a couple of Marines in there, but yeah, one Marine. So we can get more of those out there because these Marines are not upgraded. And some more reinforcing Roaches. They do have center map control, though, and he's going to continue with the Archon production. I don't disagree with that. It's probably what he needs to do right now. And let's see what we got. What we got next? We don't. What cheese could we possibly see coming next? And he's got another changeling in there, just spying everything that's going on. Oh, we got some movement here. These stalkers are going to push in, see what's going on here. They might have a little bit of an advantage. I don't know. The Immortal might tip it in Mike's favor, but he's got to keep his stalkers back. You don't want to get your stalkers baited in. And, ooh, that was close. They almost got within tank range, but then they're fine. And they're going to send an SCV to see what's going on here, and he's not going to see anything. He did not even get past that cloud. Oh, these roaches are going to come in. They're getting... Oh, what is he doing? Oh, he's running his roaches right through the tank fire for no apparent reason. Oh, and he even has burrow. He could have burrowed all those roaches. There is no detection here. They would have been fine. Other than a quick scan, they would have been fine. Losing so many roaches for I don't know what he was doing there. Absolutely absurd. And the standoff is going to continue. They could probably push this. If they've got the tanks right up here to the ramp, they could probably push up here and retake the center. Because this is not a very big force. Oh, but now Contrarian's going to pull in. And oh, Contrarian, what are you doing, Contrarian? You're doing the same thing that Dunamai did, Contrarian. You're losing all your stalkers, Contrarian. Whoa, oh, what is this? What is this? And that force field might have actually done something. Oh, they have observers here. The observers survive, and now they're going to see everything. I don't know what those units were doing running around the front there. You got to pay attention to your units. The pathing in this game is pretty good, but it is not infallible, and accidents happen. And here comes the Colossi for Gula. Not a bad choice. Might even be able to use it to start kind of, causing some problems here. Although, ooh, with Blink done for Contrarian, oh, but he doesn't have a lot of stalkers here. And it looks like they are going to push up the ramp. The Colossi are going to try to do their thing. Do they have the range upgrade? I don't have a Colossi selected. They do have, no, that's a damage upgrade. They do not have a range upgrade yet. And they are going to push that back. Oh no, he's going to try to press the issue. And if they don't stay coordinated, he might be able to slowly pick these forces off, and he's going to keep pushing in. And I really think, yeah, oh, now they're really going to push us. We got Zealots here for Data Crusher. They do have the charge upgrade, and they are about to overrun this location. They are going to have to go into full retreat, and oh, these roaches are just going to sit here and die. Oh, that's Mike's observer, so they're still going to have center map vision, even if they don't have center map control anymore. So they are going to have to pull back to their bases, regroup, figure out what's going on now. Make sure there aren't any void rays coming. Oh, I don't think I see any void rays yet. Nope, they're... Ooh, double Colossus production. That's pretty nice. They are really building an army up here. They got the Thermal Lance upgrade yet coming? There we go. Okay, yeah, Thermal Lance is almost done. So we're going to have upgraded Colossi, siege tanks, charge lots, plus 3 charge lots. That is absurd. That is absolutely absurd. And what is going on here? Oh, these poor probes are trying to expand, and Contrarian's small battalion of zealots are going to track them down. Didn't even get to drop there. And now we're sending a whole army to take out a handful of zealots. This is a bit overkill. You're going to want those Colossi back here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, but I think you're going to want those. Oh, and we do have Thor from PFGs, who's not yet created a planetary that I can see. Nope, that's not a planetary. And still trying to chase down just a handful of zealots, which are... I don't know why they're sending his whole army just to chase down a couple of zealots. But, oh, they've exposed... Dunamai's got a base here, and they can see it. But inexplicably are just gonna walk away. Not do anything about it. They're content with center map control, I guess. Question is who's gonna make the next move. Ooh, we got a lot of zealots moving out for Data Crusher. Now he's working on the armor and shield upgrades. He's gonna have some scary zealots, and this Archon's not half bad either. No, just gonna grab the watchtower, kind of poke around there. Did they see anything with that? Oh, they might have seen this base. They would have seen a cannon, so they probably know there's a base here, but instead they're going to push forward. But oh, Spartan doing his thing. He's got siege tanks, bunkers, and a planetary. Do not attack this. This means you. But no, they're going to push right into the strongest point, right into the front of the Terran forces. I mean, granted, they got huge numbers and a lot of range, but still, they're going to take a ton of damage. I mean, Zealots against the Planetary, just start repairing this. These Zealots are going to be in big trouble. And, oh, I think here comes the mass repair. There's still bunkers standing, and now they're getting flanked over here on all sides. The tanks are not sieged up, and they're just kind of moving in. And we got a battle cruiser here, inexplicably. Got a battle cruiser, I don't know. And the Planetary is still standing, completely cutting down all these Zealots. Unbelievable. And basically, they just got tanks and Colossi left, and they're really running out. And here comes Dunamite with the Colossi. That'll take care of the, with the Corruptors. That'll take care of the Colossi in no time whatsoever. They've got a couple Stalkers left, though. They'll help kind of thin those numbers out. The Planetary with a mass repair is still standing, and they do still some tanks. They get these tanks sieged up, and Broodlords are on the map now. Wow, I thought they were going to overrun this position, and they just got completely hammered. Even some Void Rays in the mix. That'll take care of that battlecruiser, which is, again, I have no idea what that battlecruiser is doing there. And now the Colossi are in full retreat, but are they going to be able to get away if these Corruptors keep chasing them down? I don't know. Oh, nope, they're going to let them get away. And another battlecruiser, because the first one did so well. So, yeah, it looks like Spartan may have taken some losses there, but they defended that position. The base still stands. There's still some tanks standing. He's going to have to rebuild his defenses a little bit, but, man, they hit them at the strongest point. If they'd hit here, they would have overrun this. They could have overrun this. They could have just overrun everything. They absolutely hit in the last possible place they ever should have considered attacking. Anywhere else would have been fine, and they would have done considerable damage, but they hit right in their strongest point. And in the size of this map, that is absolutely ridiculous. And I gotta understand, what is Blackhawk doing in all this? He's mined out his main. He's mining out this expansion. He's got a third going on. He's just feeding he's just money dumping and not really doing a very good job at it either. And oh, look, did they just kind of do a push out there that I missed? Contrarian's back. Where did he go? Somewhere? Contrarian, were you somewhere? And look, now Blackhawk's going to be taking this base. Kind of silly considering there is a pylon here for Contrarian. So he's going to kind of know you're here. And he can basically warp in a couple of Zealots here. And you're just making... You can only make drones. You can't even make any defenses here. You can't make any queens. He could just make a couple of Zealots and just end this base. And I don't know what those guys are doing. So it looks like they're trying to reestablish center map control. Oh, and Blackhawk's going to get his drone snipe. And it looks like Contrarian is... Oh, Contrarian's got a beat on it. And that poor Zealot, which is trying to guard the drones, is not going to do a very good job at it. And this base... Oh, that was a bit of an unnecessary blink. Oh, and even more Stalkers. And yeah, this is a bit overkill, too. But he probably doesn't know that Blackhawk has nothing and can make nothing. And, oh, these drones. Oh, he's not clicking on minerals. The drones can't get out. He's got them trapped. And, oh, and that one's going to go to base. So it is not looking that good for our fellows to the south and the west, as they just... They don't seem to have a prayer right now. What can they possibly do? Phoenix? Wait. What is he making Phoenix for? Is this anti-Broodlord? Okay, anti-Corruptor? Not so much. Corruptors are pretty decent against Phoenix. Why is he doing this? What is his decision making? And Blackhawk's gonna leave the game. I guess he couldn't mine anymore? Maybe that's it. He can't take any more bases, so he figures, well, I got this guy mining. We'll just mine this out, and they can have all the money. Now he will be very efficiently money dumping. Oh, but we got some excitement over here. It looks like we've got Gula's going to be pushing Mike's expansion here, but it's been mining for a little time. It's not very well saturated, but it looks like it is going to go down. But is it going to be at the cost of this army? Is he going to get trapped in here? Here comes a bunch of Void Rays for Mike. He's not happy that you're taking out his expansion, that you're killing all his probes, that you're stealing all his money. But that's a lot of Stalkers. I don't think he's got quite enough Void Rays. They do have some upgrades to them, but then again, the Stalkers aren't exactly defenseless either. But they aren't exactly attacking as a group. They have Blink. They need to Blink under these Void Rays because they're not getting the maximum amount of damage they can need. And here come the Corruptors. They're going to take care of those Colossi, no problem. And here comes Contrarian with his defending forces. Some of those Void Rays are going to get away. And here come the Broodlords, and it doesn't look like Gula is going to be able to get out of here. These Colossi have almost zero chance of survival. The Stalkers, if they use Blink, oh, and he fires off a Blink, but didn't really get him out of there. And oh, there goes the last Colossi, and he is just retreating right now. Any of the Stalkers going to get away? It looks like these Stalkers might get away, but it looks like Contrarian's not ready to let him go just yet. Wants him to pay for destroying Mike's base. Nope, he's gonna push him to their, back to their front gates, but then he's gonna say no more. But ooh, he's got to be careful. The siege tanks are up, and he's almost in range. A little vision, and these Stalkers would all be dead. But they don't quite have vision. Oh, just need a little bit more vision. Just oh, so close. And oh, there's gonna be the he's gonna take a couple tank shots, and he's gonna quickly blink out of there, realizing no, that is not good. And then these overseers are gonna come in here to try to kill. Oh, these Marines, not good going into a Stalker Colossi line. Are they going to try this again? And here come the Phoenix again. I have no idea what they're doing here. I mean, yeah, you're going to try to do some damage to the Broodlords. Great, that's lovely. But look, they're barely. Look, have you killed one yet? Maybe they killed that one. Is there one right there? I don't know. But they're Phoenix. How much damage could they possibly do against a Void or against a Broodlord? And then these Corruptors are going to completely destroy it. You're going to try to go against the Colossi. Maybe not a bad idea, but now the Broodlords are just wreaking havoc. Here comes the Stalkers. Gula try to defend, but now they're going to go against Contrarian Stalkers as well. So they got Stalkers and Broodlings brutalizing him. And if the tanks start shooting at the Broodlings, and then Data Crasher suddenly giving up on Zealots altogether, he's got a ton of Stalkers here to try to do some damage. I guess Phoenix wasn't working for him, and I'm not really surprised that they are going to be able to defend. Did they take too much damage? I don't know, but it looks like he's going to try. I don't think any of these Broodlords are going to get away. The Corruptors might get away, and you probably want to save those if at all possible, but going to try to blink for it and get some more. Does Data Crasher have blink? He does have blink, but it's on cooldown. And I haven't really rebuilt this, but there's still quite a sizable Marine force here and several tanks, so they would be wise not to push in there, and they're not going to push in there. They're going to move towards the center. But they're in trouble now. There aren't really any bases left they can take. There's like maybe there's one base left they can take, and I just think they're going to run out of money. And again, here is a battlecruiser for the purposes of battle cruising, I guess. And this tank is just taking pot shots. They have vision of the high ground with the creep tumors, and he's going to blink down there once again, blinking into the strong point of their army, and a bunch of Broodlords are forming. Are they going to be done in time to start doing some damage to these Stalkers? I don't know, but again, this force is holding up pretty well. And here comes a Void Race again from Mike, who's rebolstered his forces, and he's not taking any crap this time. But we got PF Cheese has got some tanks of his own. But these Broodlords are going to be ready soon, and this force is already getting thinned out, and they are going to have to retreat. And even Contrarian throwing in some DTs of his own, because he's like, you going to DT me? No, I am going to DT you. And that is how we do it. In the Ridge. Oh, and those poor Banshees that wanted to do nothing but take a couple pot shots of some Stalkers, I guess. And it looks like a guy had a little more mass repair job. The Planetary still stands. All of his other defenses went down, but the Planetary still stands, and that's what I call a victory. Because once again, they attacked right into the strong point. And here's another battlecruiser. This just must be like his flagship or something. And when one goes down, he's got to build another flagship. And it looks like Gula's going to try to take this expansion. They need an expansion, but there's a lot of cannons here. Maybe not enough, but they're certainly going to take a big chunk out of these Stalkers, and also give Contrarian and his allies some time to get over here and defend this base if he can. He's going to try to warp in a couple Stalkers. I don't think that's going to be enough, and here comes some tanks. Are they going to siege up? I don't know, but it looks like that tank at least is going to go down, and these probes are going to try to get away, and the last cannon, well, the last functioning cannon is going to go down, but they are moving forces in here. There's a bunch of Zerglings, +3 on those attack, and here comes some DTs and Stalkers. I think they will be able to clean this up easily, but they may not be in time to save the base. And oh, he's going to try to siege up, but he did not quite make it. Yeah, they will take this down, but they're not going to be able to take this position. They still have a lot of fortification here, a lot of buildings, so yeah, and these Stalkers really, they could maybe blink towards the ramp, but yeah, they're going to try to blink, but I think it's too late. Is anyone going to survive? If these Lings keep on them, then they aren't going to survive. And oh, a Banshee's going to come into a bunch of Stalkers. That was not his best choice. And we have a fleet beacon here, and I thought I heard, did I hear? Oh, in the meanwhile, it looks like these Stalkers from Data Crasher tried to take out this base again. It looks like they succeeded, but that is a lot of Void Rays. But the Void Rays are going to retreat. Going to let the Stalkers do a little bit more damage, but nope, they're going to turn around again. Meanwhile, over here, Contrarian Stalkers have had about enough of this, and DT's here, and he's going to lose another flagship. Don't lose your flagship. No, PFGs, you're going to lose your flagship again. You're going to have to make another battlecruiser. And it looks like the Stalkers here for Data Crasher did not quite make it, and we got a mothership here for Mike. I thought I heard a mothership somewhere. I wasn't quite sure where it was. He's got 2 battlecruisers that have seen a little bit of action, apparently. But battlecruiser's not really going to be that good at this point, and looks like Blackhawk, who's not in the game anymore, is going to lose his last mining base and all the wonderful income that he brought to his allies. And it looks like Data Crasher's going to take control of those drones and try to get them out of there. I don't know if it really matters. I guess you could do some mining with those drones, but doesn't really seem necessary at this point. And Gula's got some probes trapped here, and Spartan's going to take revenge on that because he keeps losing his defenses, but his defenses have pretty much been keeping him in this game. Well, that might be going a bit far, but they would have taken a lot of damage had Spartan's defenses not been there and not been the focus of every single major attack on their side of the map. But it is not looking good right now, and this forces have got to get out of there. They cannot stand up to this kind of attack. There's a lot of Stalkers there, but with the DTs in there as well, and I really don't know what the sentries are going to do. You could Guardian Shield might help a little bit, but you're about to run into the Broodlords. Careful, you don't want to run the Broodlords. The DTs are just going to town. What kind of upgrades does he have in those DTs? Plus 3, 313 DTs, that is insane. And Gula is throwing in the towel. And I think that is going to be it, folks. But man, what an exciting game. And there comes the scan a little bit late. And Contrarian, you're not going to defend your DTs? Contrarian, take out the Banshees. There you go. Thank you, Dunamai. Thank you. Anyhow, what an exciting game. There was a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of exciting engagements. A lot of interesting decision calling on a part of certain parties, and PFG, as he's done, never got to make that planetary that I so hoped that he would. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this game. I had a lot of fun. It was exciting every minute. Now the Void Rays are just going to completely destroy everything, because that's what Void Rays do. Oh, wow. But we had a lot of fun, didn't we? So stay tuned for some more StarCraft 2 action. I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.